We got the thumbnail.
Okay, good.
It's done. Man, 7 Days of Wisdom, Aquaus Kelley here with my boy Manuel.
Hi.
What up, man?
Chilling. It's been an experience. I haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah.
And
I'll put the camera on you.
I'm grateful just for your friendship.
Absolutely.
I was telling Aquaus that I appreciate that we can have intellectual conversations where we go levels deep into certain thoughts, themes, worldviews, mindsets. And there's just not many people I can do that with. I just appreciate that about him.
Yo, for sure, man. Like, me and Manuel go back to New Brunswick Middle School. When is 2015, right?
2015.
Did it start in 2014?
2014. September of 2014.
Got it. September 2014. I started doing Uber in November of 2014. I remember going to the the teacher's room, the break room.
Teacher's lounge,
We
yeah.
would connect. I used to always see this dude. Like, yo, who's that? And eventually we just connected, started having great conversations.
Yeah.
And then you started doing Uber. When did you start doing Uber?
I started doing Uber, I would say it was, because I remember I got let go. I started doing Uber in April of 2015.
Yeah.
Yeah, April 2015.
Got it.
Right. No, because we met 2013. So April
Nah,
2014. 2014.
Nah, you did it April 2015. That's when you started. Because I started November 2014.
Okay, so April 2015.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, right.
Got it. So
It was in April.
So yeah, like we would be on the road hitting each other up like, yo, where you at? Know what I mean, I'm in
It
this
was
city,
fun.
I'm in Hoboken.
Yeah.
So we definitely had our run from the, not from the bottom, but we were hustling. I was substitute teaching, just trying to get this bread.
Yeah.
And now where are you in life? Like, you're married, right?
Yeah, I'm so married. I have a great wife. She's my best friend, and in the sense that I can really confide in her, and I just feel blessed to have met him, and in that process, he's been used to build me up, and now I am the person I am for my wife. And so now I'm married, been married a year. Aquaus was at my wedding, really cheap wedding, $4,000. Don't spend too much money on a wedding. It's ridiculous. That's it. So I work for the Edison Job Corps. Job Corps is a government entity. I was telling Kway, I feel so blessed. Don't have a bachelor's degree. I make as much money as someone who comes out of school with a 4-year degree, and blessing. In this day and age, it's a blessing. Yeah, where are you at?
Yeah, so tip of the day, don't get a bachelor's degree.
Well,
Should that be the tip or not?
That's not.
Nah, I'm just joking. Yeah. Everyone's situation is different. So, since we met, of course, like, I'm teaching, 3rd year, going into my 3rd year.
Don't downplay it. When I met Aquaus, he was contemplating as to whether or not he was going to go to school, and he had some intense conversations with his parents. I think particularly
Go back to school?
Not to go back to school, I'm sorry. Whether he was going to take this exam to become a teacher, and he was going back and forth. So seeing him through that process, and then seeing him studying actually for the exam and taking that seriously, when he knew that he made a decision. Right, there's a moment when you make a decision and you go after something, and you don't know if you're gonna succeed or fail. But he decided to do something. And it's cool to see it come into fruition. Yeah. Now, 3 years in.
Yeah.
3 years in.
I forgot about that process a little bit. I
remember it.
You made me go back. So yeah, I was studying for the praxis.
Yeah.
Took it, failed it. Went through that process. Eventually passed, and I was super excited when I passed. And eventually, that started the process towards me becoming a teacher, getting interviewed at Roosevelt, taking the position in September of 2013. So we've made a lot of gains since, we initially connected. One thing that I did want to touch on is I got to switch arms. My arms are shaking, bro.
I can bless you.
Bless?
Yeah.
Bless up?
Yeah. All right. There we go.
So we were talking about friendship, right? Upstairs, and how as friends, and this is something we can all keep in mind, as friends, it's not always a matter of being around or being present, or feeling as though when someone isn't present that they don't love us or they don't care about nurturing the friendship anymore, because our lives tend to divert at times, and then it tends to come back together.
Yeah.
And with any loved one or friend, it's important to always understand that the love doesn't change. The love for the friendship may not change, but our lives do at times get hectic, get busy, and it's important for us to be mindful of the need to be supportive.
Yeah.
And support our friends.
Yeah.
When they're going through those moments where they may not be as present. They may not be able to show up for a birthday party or a family gathering. However, when those times come, like right now, when we are together, when we are able to spend quality time, cherishing those moments are very important.
This is a cherished moment.
So this is
for you guys.
a super cherished moment, and like, I haven't seen this dude in a minute, but every time we get up, it's a bunch of laughs, a bunch of jokes. What was that S word you said before?
Not entirely. I don't remember the word.
I was talking about astrology, and you were like, I don't know about astrology, and I got to do some more research.
I'm not entirely sure. I think we got into some heavy, again, we get into worldview conversations, but something, I don't remember the S word.
Where you parked at?
I parked, where did I park? Oh, we're walking to my car. I forgot. I parked this way.
All right.
Right over here. So something that I was thinking as he was talking was that he didn't pressure me. he didn't pressure me throughout my time of getting acclimated to marriage or getting acclimated to work. He didn't pressure me at all. And he didn't run a guilt trip on me.
Yeah, that's important. That's super important.
And you weren't passive aggressive.
Making you feel guilty. It's like, yo, Manuel, where you at? Like, I never want to make someone feel guilty for living their life.
Yeah.
You know, I'm here to be here for whenever someone needs me, or when someone needs to reach out.
Yeah.
Someone needs anything that they feel I can provide.
Right.
I'm always here. You know, I'm not a heckler. I'm not the kind of person calling people and saying, you weren't there when I needed. That's not my style. You know, I don't feel that's how we should be living our lives. I feel a lot of how we should live our life is, some of it's faithful. It's just having faith and understanding that, you know, when it's time for us to be connected or you know, spend that time with a particular person or friend, that time will come. Sometimes I feel as though we're anxious or even insecure, you know, when we feel as though we need to have certain people around us. We need this, we need that.
Making these assumptions or assertions. Gotcha. Or maybe I'm not entirely sure, like if it's you doing like a me show. I mean, your feelings are relevant. No one should ever trivialize their feelings. But I mean, you may have had these feelings, but you didn't make them like, they didn't make them zenith. Like, they weren't like, yo, these mean the most. My feelings mean the most. And you considered like what I could possibly be going through. Yo, that's a friend. That's a friend. No, that's a friend. Like, seriously, that's a friend.
I mean, I guess the definition of friendship is something we can dive deeper into as we have these conversations. But we essentially have somewhat of a outline, framework in regards to what friendship should look like.
Yeah. Maybe we could flesh out kind of what try not to get hit, we in the road. Trying to flesh out kind of where we got this framework for our friendship, right? Because some people have friendships and they toxic. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That's a whole nother.
That's a whole nother segment. Yeah. What do you think? Sign off?
Let's do some more thinking about this. Friendships, toxic friendships. What makes a good friendship? What makes a strong friendship? What are some things that make a toxic friendship? What can we do to find solutions, as we spoke about earlier, find solutions to dealing with maybe toxic friendships. Sometimes it's as easy as just stepping away. However, it's not always easy to step away.
Yeah, and when to step away.
Yeah, when to step away. So let's do some more thinking about this.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's real good.
And come up with like a part 2 maybe. Get together, do a part 2.
I'm excited because then it'll mean less time seeing each other. But again, that's what I think should happen, that we see each other more often. But maybe it was that we should have seen each other, that time was necessary. Whatever. Who knows? We won't know. Maybe we will, but we'll think about it.
Yeah. In closing, I always think about the more time I usually spend away from someone, the more I develop in my livelihood, in my life, the more, God willing, they develop, we both develop, so that when we do come together again, there's so much value to be exchanged and offered.
Yeah.
Like us today, like we spoke about a lot. If we were to see each other every day this week, I'm sure we wouldn't have had as deep of a conversation.
Yeah. That's yo. I feel like if we don't cut this now, we gonna be here until the sun sets.
So we about to close it out. Aquaus Kelley, Manuel, 7 Days of Wisdom, A Lover's Ambition. Peace.
Peace.